Hey guys, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, hey. I'm acting like I got all this energy and I just got off work. Child, I'm tired, but not too tired to talk to my folks, not too tired. But I said I really should call my vlogs Car Chronicles. I get in the most chat with you guys in the car on the way to work, on the way to different locations and things during the day. It's because, you know, the only time like I have quality time like that is in the car. Otherwise, I'm around people all the time. And then when I get home, child, I'll be tired. I just turn it all off. Sometimes I'll pick you guys up, but for the most part, not. But maybe I'll look into changing that. But until then, it's Car Chronicles. Car Chronicles. And I may have to label it that, Car Chronicles. Just so you guys are not shocked. We talked about this before. Oh, it's go. We talked about it before. But I'm changing my name, and I may do it tonight, to IAMLADYB. IAMLADYB. And the reason behind that is that I still do travel. I just got back from the Bahamas, obviously. But I'm going to give you a regular vlog before I give you the Bahamas vlog. And then I went to another place, and I'll give you that vlog as well. But the reason why I'm doing it like that is because I can give you the shorter vlog with no problem. And I've already missed 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I posted a long form video. Dang, I look chesty. I am chesty. I am. Anyway, so yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I posted a long form video, so I wanted to make sure that you guys got something this week. And catching up at work, and there's no way I can edit that travel vlog. But anyway, I said all of that to say I'm changing my name to IAMLADYB, because in all actuality, when I first started my channel, all I would give you guys is travel vlogs. I didn't give you any lifestyle or any faith content, none of that. I just travel vlogs and travel vlogs only. And because I was going a lot of places, well, that's not my life right now. I'm not traveling like as often as I used to, but I still have something to say now. And I still have something to share. So it's more lifestyle, faith, travel. You feel me? So that's why I'm just like, you know, it's time to rebrand and more relevant to what's really going on in your life. And almost all vloggers travel too. So yeah. So we're just going to do a little bit of branding, and I didn't want you guys to be surprised. I want you to be the first to know. First of all, for those that are new here, welcome to the channel. Hit subscribe, and that's all you have to do to be an official Be Lighter. Be lighters, we light the world, okay? So you want to be a Be Lighter. You don't want to be an unofficial, illegitimate member of the family. You want to be a legitimate member of the family. So hit subscribe. And then we're good. To my returning members, I love you. All right, guys. Have a great one. Until the next. Hey, guys. Sometimes you just feel like singing. No, but what's on my mind is, I know you guys have seen it on social media. It's Tim singing that song. I'm not what you need. Get away from me. Get away from me. I'm not what you need. People be crying and stuff, and the one that's funny to me is this one guy says, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I was cracking up, but I can relate Tim's. Sometimes you just like, I'm not what you need. Well, really, that's being nice, right? It's really like, you know what I need. So get away from me. That's what you really be wanting to say. You ain't what I need. You ain't what I want. You ain't what I need. Get away from me. 'Cause I'm not what you need. She was really being nice when she said that. 'Cause there's all kind of ways to say it, guys. But the fact that she put it on herself, and she was like, I'm not what you need. I'm not what you need. Get away from me. That's like when she said get away from me, it's because he was not taking no for an answer. I'm not what you need. I'm not what you need, babe. I'm not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm not what you need. Get away from me. Yeah. 'Cause I'm not what you need. I can relate, girl. I relate, girl. Girl, I relate. I thought it was so funny, though, the different reactions to it. Some crying, baby, you ain't gonna never see me cry. Well, you might see me cry when it comes to other stuff, but in a breakup, whether I'm hurting or not, you're gonna hear me be like, okay. Word, bet. Somebody try to break my heart, it's gonna be real hard. I mean, I might feel it later on, but in your face, I'm gonna be like, cool. Say less. Bet. You know what? You telling the truth right there. That's what I would do. I ain't finna be like, no, never. For one, I ain't found nobody worth that yet, and I've been married before, so sometimes it's time to say goodbye. Sometimes it is. And I might cry later. I might cry in the car. I might cry later on. But you sure ain't gonna see me crying in person. But yeah, I thought that little trend is real cute, though. The ones that are really cute are the ones that just don't do the same thing that everybody else does. They like asking questions. Why am I not? Why not? Why not? And I would be like, we just ain't meant for each other. That's a good one. We ain't meant for each other. So Tim's, yeah, give it up to Tim. She was trying to, say it as nice as possible. Like, I'm not for you. I'm not for you. But really, you not for me. Now get away. Get away from me. 'Cause I'm not what you need. Yeah. Good afternoon, B-Lighters, the B-Liner crew. What's up? Hope you're having a fabulous Friday. You know that's my favorite day. My favorite. I sounded so LA when I said that. My favorite day. Yeah. It's in me, baby. Born and raised. You don't be born and raised a place and not speak LA isms. Okay? I might add a little Texas and isms in there, but I'm LA through and through, baby. Okay. Anyway, just checking in. I didn't get to say good morning to you guys. I didn't get to do any decrees with you guys. It's been a busy day. Meetings. But guess what? I'm off the clock. It's my time. First thing I wanted to do is check in with the crew. Give a little Car Chronicles. Exactly. All right, guys. I will check back in with you. I'm actually in a drive-through getting me a little bit of dinner, a salad. Because, yeah, I'm high protein, low carbs. So I'm doing my best to eat properly.
From your problems, you have to be convinced that not only do you deserve better, but you also have the power to do and be better. You have the power to create the change you want to see.
She said problems present opportunities to create strategies and to explore your life. Coming back from my trip, I realized I wasn't as happy as I usually am. Usually just bubbly, but I wasn't quite myself. And I'm always making friends on trips and talking to people and just having a good time. This time I didn't really make any friends. And kind of on purpose, because people talk to me, but I just wasn't full of conversation. I'm normally just full of conversation, but I wasn't. And so I started thinking, what is that reason? And it was because, I don't know, fear of my life falling apart because I traveled and did something like for myself traveling. Because my life is not quite how it used to be when I was doing all of that traveling. I didn't have a care in the world. I'd come back, pay my bills, and it was no problem. This time, money's a lot tighter. And I'm like, why am I staying on this job that is not really providing my needs? Why am I still in Texas? Like, it's really drawn me to this place. The answer is I like Texas, but do I like it enough to suffer? I'm reading a book, and it's called Power to Prevail or something like that by Dr. Cindy Trim. And she says, when I start reading a lot of books, I got something going on up in here. I'm trying to figure my way, work my way into something, or out of something. And she said that people that change and people that make changes in their life are the ones that hit their personal rock bottom and enough is enough. And they're drawn to this point of either emotional breakdown, spiritual death, all these things. Like you come to the end of your road and you've had enough of that feeling that you just decide you can no longer take it. You can no longer, and that's how change is made. And the people that don't get to that point don't change. So I'm at that point. I've had it. I mean, like, I know God sent me here, and I'm not leaving until He tells me to leave, but it has not been easy here. I mean, and I'm just being honest, it's been one thing after the other that I completely try to stay positive and keep a positive mind about. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of struggling with a boss that does not see my value. Not that he doesn't see my value. He wants to discount my value. Like, I work hard. I'm a worker bee. I give it my best. I do a lot at work, but I'm not being compensated for that. First of all, I made in the hundreds of thousands in Los Angeles, and huge pay cut, because I needed a job. But I happen to like this job. So it just comes to, do you like it enough to suffer? I don't. So I am at that rock bottom. I'm at that rock bottom where a change has to happen. So, yeah, pray for your girl because a lot is on the horizon. Good morning, B-Lighters. It's a nice rainy day. You hear that? It's a nice rainy day. One of those days that I prefer to be at home enjoying the rain instead of out in it. But I am out in it. I'm on my way to work and wanted to wish you a very happy day, a very good day. I pray that the Lord protects you. I pray that He gives you effortless and easy thought patterns, that you have the mind of Christ. And I pray that for those of you that are out there in financial difficulties, I pray that the Lord lifts up a standard, and that He gives you peace through your storm, and that He gives you $1,000,000 ideas and $1,000,000 faculties, and sends His angels to help get out of the situation that you're in. I know I've definitely been there, and I know one thing: peace within that section is going to work wonders. Because when you're stressed out, you cannot think. You cannot think properly. So I pray that He gives you peace throughout your storm, and He holds you and cuddles you throughout that storm and sends you help. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I will make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Rise, shine, for your light has risen, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon thee. So just had a burden on my heart to pray for people. People are desolate. They don't feel like there's hope. And when you don't feel like there's hope, there's not much to live for. But I promise you, if you're in Christ, there's so much to live for. And even though this world has seemed to go crazy, completely crazy, we're in war and different things like that, God did not give you the spirit of fear. And it is listed so many times in the Bible. Do not fear. Do not fear. Your refuge is Christ. Your refuge is Christ. And for those of you who don't know Christ, I know you're going nuts. So I beg you to get to know Christ, to lean on Christ. He says that He will carry your burdens. Give your burdens to Him, and He'll carry your heavy burdens. So when things get too tough, it's just like, Lord, I lift up my hands. I've gone as far as I can go, and I give it to you. And trust me, He will take that burden from you. You'll just be going throughout your day and just notice that, hey, I'm not as worried about that anymore. It's not as heavy. It's not as hard on my heart. One thing we do know is stress kills. And so He does not want His people, even the ones that don't claim Him, He don't want you living in that state. So trust God. Trust Him. Lean on Him. And He will be your shield. I will continue to pray for you guys. If some of you have particular things that you need help in and praying, reach out to me. But I definitely have a burden for you today. And I pray that you're well. I pray that you're prosperous. I pray that you're prospering. All right, guys. I almost can't stop because my heart is burdened for you today. But be lighters, I want you to know, I need you to know that I'm praying for you. That if ain't nobody else praying for you, Lady B is praying for you. Lady B is praying for you. And Lady B is wishing you well. Please know that. It reminded me that I am going to change my name. It's Lady B Travels right now. And I do travel. I just got back from the Bahamas. But that's no longer my tagline. I think that I'm more concerned with your liveliness, with your lifestyle, with your health, with your wealth, with your faith, more so than travel. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to rename myself. It may just be Lady B, or I Am Lady B. I think I like that better. I Am Lady B. Yeah, that's it. I Am Lady B is going to be the new name moving forward. Because when I was on my trip, one of the tours that I was on was like, oh, you're a travel agent. I am not trying to advertise that. No, I'm not trying to advertise that in the least. I go on trips, but that's not what this channel is about. For those of you who personally know me, I might advertise on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, but that's not what I'm really trying to advertise. Hey girl, just checking in, just got off work, stopped and got me from Smoothie King, a Go Colada. Because I usually like to get the Lotta Colada, but they switched the menu up a little bit. They doing some stuff there. I hadn't been there in a while because I was doing, I was fasting. And I was doing, dang, Popo. I was fasting and I was doing, one second, guys. I want to make sure I'm safe. I was fasting a lot, but I would drink a smoothie, and I was like, the sugar count on that thing was tearing me up. So I kind of stopped, right? And I hadn't been there for a while. And then instead of like, I'm losing some of this weight. And used to be like, it would just normalize itself, you know. But nowadays, I'm a little older. And it's a lot harder to get this menopausal weight off of me. But baby, vacation will humble you. Vacation will make you reevaluate, okay? And I'm definitely getting some of this weight off of me. And so I'm a sweet eater, which means I need to pick up my teas again and start drinking my clove and cinnamon tea. All the cravings was really gone, but right now I have the cravings. And I wanted one of those nothing but bundt cakes, but I could not reason within myself to go get one. I'm like, no. You trying to lose weight, that is counterproductive, okay? So I was like, what could I get that's sweet, that's not too bad? So I remembered the Lotta Colada, so I went over and got one of those. But while I was there, I found out they have turkey bacon egg bites. They have turkey sausage egg bites. They have chicken flatbread. They have a whole bunch of, what is it called? The toast, like avocado toast. They got a lot of protein toast. They got one toast with a bunch of boiled eggs on it. I was like, right up my alley. Hold on. Yeah, I was like, that's right up my alley, baby. And they had a whole bunch of different toast. And I'm just like, and it's all like, it's a high protein menu. So I'm like, that is right on time. That is right on time for me because I'm into high protein right now. High protein, low carb. So yeah, I was like excited about that menu because it's kind of hard to find those type of places that you can get the sufficient meals, So I was happy to see that. I was very happy to see that. They tested the ground turkey, the ground beef, all the ground meats, and they found more traces of human meat than the animal. More human meat than the animal. So I was like, that just ruined it for me. I got some ground turkey and ground chicken in there right now. And I can't say I would eat it. I don't know. But I just don't want to leave it up to America, whether I'm going to be a cannibal or not. And I say America because The regulations should be way more stiffer than that they can slide some crap in like that, you know? They're just like, feed us anything in America and don't care. It's all about the money. But anyway, yeah, that was very startling. But I said that in the meeting, right? And they was like, that never happens. I was like, I just told you. They tested the meat. Look it up yourself. They did not believe me. I'm like, how? What's the word do I want to say? I almost said how obnoxious, how naive, how, like, look into it before you tell somebody that never happens. Like, I'm looking for a butcher for a reason, like, not just because I'm paranoid or it was like, you don't believe me. That sounds far-fetched. And they even told me you can't believe everything you read, which is true. But before I discredit it, I would look into it with something that important, like what you put in your body. Yeah. So anyway, girl, y'all get your meat tested. Look into it. Eat it anyway. Do what you're going to do, but don't say I didn't warn nobody. Here's the thing that I find that's just strange. And I actually had to ask myself. I said I'd rather eat lab-grown meat than human meat. Why am I having to ask myself this question? Because I was like, the chicken, something wrong with that too. They growing that. Like, how about just leave it all alone? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Be-Lighters. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I will make a joyful noise. Rise, shine, for your light has risen, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon thee. It's been a minute. It was just a little bit rusty, just a little bit. But the more you say it, the more it comes to you. It's just in there. And you'd be surprised how it comes back. Let me give you an example. I had this prayer, and I had it screenshot, and I had every morning I would open it up, and I would pray, right? Over my holiday, I deleted it somehow, trying to make space for more pictures and stuff, right? I was so upset. But guess what? It was in there. You say something over and over again, you're going to remember it. It's in your mind. All I had to do is relax and just recite. It just came on out. So likewise with this, the more we say it, the more it's in our spirit, the more it's in our mind, the more we tell the devil. Yeah. So it's something to singing and reiterating scriptures every day. Anyway, guys, I just was thinking back to a time. I was thinking back to a time, okay? Just thinking about the course of my life and how things have ran. And there was a time when I knew that I was supposed to be with the Lord. But I was like, I'm not ready. I can't imagine my life not waking up and smoking a joint. Excuse me. That's how out of touch I am with that old life. Wake up and smoke a blunt, okay? To wake and bake with my coffee. There was a time in my life I was like, I just can't imagine that. And I can't imagine, not having sex out of marriage, doing what I wanted to do. There was a time that I was like, Lord, I give you my life, but later on, type thing, right? Let me get this out of my system, type thing, right? I just was thinking about that. And then I was like, I don't even know when it changed. That's something after, putting all that consideration and thought. So there was a time that I really kept thinking about that, and that was a hindrance that I kept telling myself that I have to wait until this is good and out of my system, right? That is something that we don't even have to think about. God changes you progressively. You look up and the change has happened. You don't even know when it happened. The change just happened. Progressively, it just changed. And you don't even know when, and you don't even know why or how. But it was God. And He just progressively changed you right before your eyes. Uh-oh, am I there? Right before your eyes. So in all actuality, that is something that you really, really, really don't even have to think about. You don't have to think about, I'm not ready. All you have to do is say yes to God and let Him do the rest. He will definitely do the rest, and you'll wake up one day and say, wow, I don't desire those things anymore. They have completely lost their luster. I care less. That's the power of God. Hey, girl. What you doing? I'm just getting off work. It's Monday. Girl, well, you already know. I'm so happy to be going home right now. So happy. It's been a busy day because, I went on vacation, and then for 3 days last week, I was at a conference. And so just getting back, you know how everything, and I do mean everything, is waiting for you. Just waiting for you. So yeah, it was a busy day, but it made the time go by fast. So grateful for that. And I'm wondering, this little sniffy I got, it's allergies. It better be allergies. It better be allergies is all I'm saying. But I've been sniffling all day and stuff. So wanted to just bring up something. I posted something about the thoughts that run through your head, and making sure that you're thinking the right things, and that kind of thing. And that how when you have bad self-talk and self-thinking in your mind, how it shows up in your life. How it shows up in your life, right? And how you can have a good life if you have good thinking. That was essentially the point of it. Someone posted on my page, if you're a dictator, and not everybody's a dictator. And I was like, well, the only person that should be dictating your life is you. And then he put a religious spin on it, how some people give their life over to Jesus and they're free. And yeah, Jesus is the only one that could truly set us free. But I think it falls into a thinking that I used to be into. And that is that I thought that because I'm a Christian, that everything would magically happen. But no. God puts us here, and He's given us His power. That means that we have to do it. And He's not going to do something that we can do. He's a gentleman. He gives people freedom of choice, freedom of will, right? But He's not going to do things that you can do for yourself. People waiting around for $1 million. It's not going to just show up, but He is going to give you the idea in your mind that's going to be able to make you a millionaire. He's going to put that $1 million thought in your mind so that you can implement it and become a millionaire. He gives you the idea and you have to implement it. You have to do what he tells you to do. Faith without works is dead. So if that's, in the Bible it says faith without works is dead. What is faith? Faith is believing. But what is works? Doing. You have to have the faith that it's going to happen, but you have to put in the work. Yeah, I used to, for a long time, up into my 20s, 30s, I thought God would just let it happen, because I was a believer, because I believed in him. I just thought it would happen. But I really did not consider that I have work here to do on earth. I have things that I have to accomplish, and lessons learned, and things to do, and roles to fill. I didn't consider any of that. And I think that thinking like that doesn't consider that we have a responsibility to help make it happen. Let me pause for the cause to get an understanding that I am not saying that God is a transactional God. In other words, you have to do certain things, have to pray this long, have to do this thing for that amount of time in order for God to bless you. I'm not saying that. I am merely saying that we have a responsibility on earth to make ourselves successful. So I pondered upon rebuttaling, because it's not really a rebuttal. It's really sharing information and really trying with the intention to let him know, I believe it was a man, to let him know that you got some things to do, boo, to make this happen. And besides that point, it really wasn't really geared towards that. It was geared towards positive thinking and subconscious and unconscious thoughts and things that happen that work against us. That's what it was really about. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about it on here. I don't know how far I want to take it in the comments, but honesty, I've been living a long time. And we have a role to fill, a responsibility in making our dreams come true, in making our lives enriched in what it should be. In the Bible, it says, if you don't work, you don't eat. So it's not all about just a job. It's about, some people are entrepreneurs. Some people do all different types of things. In order to get those things going, you have to think positive. You have to know that you can do it. You got to listen to God. And if you have negative thinking, you're not going to ever believe that you can do it. And so that's really what it's about. Like, in order to be where God wants you to be, your thinking has to be right. And one of the biggest things that the enemy does is messes with your thinking. It makes you believe that you can't do. I was saying one of the biggest tricks of the enemy is to, one, make you think he doesn't exist. Two, mess with your mind. Make you feel like you can't do something. Make you feel like, I can't do that. That's out of my reach. That kind of thing. He wants you to think that you can't do it. And if you have so low self-esteem, you're not feeling good about yourself, you're feeling dumb, you're feeling less than, you can't be the greatness of God. You cannot achieve the greatness of God that he has for you because your thinking is messed up. And that's what I'm trying to say and what I'm saying. And people interpret it in their own ways, and that's too bad. I really feel like that is overly religious. for him to say that, because God does give us freedom. He is the freedom giver, but we do have a responsibility to be great here on earth. Otherwise, that's just like parable of the talents, and how the guy with the one talent hid it, you know, and the one guy with the more talents enriched it and became and had even more talents. That's exactly it. You can't just sit and wait for God. He gives us abilities, so we have to do things with those talents, invest in it, build on it, you know, use the ideas that he gives us to make ourselves great. And I'm not preaching on this because I'm at the point where I'm at greatness. I'm not. I am still working this thing out. And I'm telling you, just up into my 30s, I thought it would just magically show up. But it didn't. I learned that I have a responsibility. And so I have likewise a responsibility to let someone else know that. I'm working through this thing with you. We're doing it together. And so I'm not here to say I'm a know-it-all, none of that. I'm saying I'm a work in progress. And if you want, you can work with me. Okay? Just that.